Let me see if, oh yes, I think I'm showing here. And I normally check on my Facebook page to make sure that we are connected. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited because today we have a beautiful human being. Blanca, let me find myself and oh yeah, we are live, my dear. We are live. That is so
Hello,
beautiful.
hello.
We are. Hi, everyone. And we are live. For the ones that are watching live, please hashtag live or just comment below because I want to know that you're watching. And for the ones that are coming on later on, that doesn't mean you cannot talk to us. We want to hear from you. So comment hashtag replay and we will gladly talk to you as well. But you know what? I love doing these. I was just telling Elvira how much I enjoy them. Yes, Tuesday we had the beautiful Alara Sage, but today, ladies and gentlemen, this lady I met this year, and ever since we met, we sparked. It was like, oh my gosh, I love your style. It's just energy just attracts so many beautiful people. So we are honored to welcome the radiant Elvira Hopper, a woman who embodies transformation, resilience, purpose, and we all need more of that. And why not? Why not? After 27 years of multi-award winning Western medicine career in the cancer research and big pharma, Elvira hit rock bottom from corporate burnout and came face to face with breaking point. And you know what? It's so beautiful because we think I mean, I've had my breaking points and it also brought me here, but that's not it because you're ready for more. Divinely gifted, holistic solution. She alchemized her pain into power. And then healing her mental health, restoring her marriage, and even becoming, are you guys ready for this? A multi award winning professional jazz artist at 51. No, I'm just ready. I mean, I'm just going to quit talking right now and I'm going to give you the spotlight. This is your throne, my dear. Come on in. Tell the world who you are.
Oh my God, that is like the best introduction I've ever had. You are so good at this, Blangelica. Oh my God, talking about living in alignment. Like when you live in alignment, you are on fire. And I love your brand. It's all about becoming your biggest fan and honoring yourself and being able to say goodbye or, love and light to the people that don't really see you. Like we've talked about this, we've had incredible conversations about really, owning all of who you are, and all of you is actually the highest level of my coaching. And I have a program. It's a multi six-figure coaching program for very high net worth individuals who refuse to die with their real music still in them. They are at risk of dying with their real music still in them because they're so busy making so much money, looking so rich, so famous, but meanwhile there's more in store that might be burning a hole in their soul. And I'm a huge advocate for becoming fully ourselves, right? I actually have a little song. If I can sing it, I'm going to sing it.
Yes,
You ready to like it or
bring it
not?
on.
Okay. Why am I asking? I'm going to do it anyway. So my little song is if you're familiar with the jazz tune All of Me, I was divinely gifted this program, All of You, like literally within the last 2 months. And so now I'm looking for two people. That's it. That's all I can handle. It's a very high level program. And so this is the little song that goes along with it. Okay, you ready? A one, a two, a one, two, three. All of you, why not be all of you? Can't you see the world's no good without you? Be every part that lights up your heart, and why not be all of you? Yeah. So
I
honestly,
love it.
thank you, thank you. I am a huge advocate for doing our inner work to become who we truly are, our authentic selves, as I like to say, our aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed selves. because that is what saved my life at rock bottom. I was so busy trying to look good to the world, trying to impress my father who wanted me to be a doctor. Well, I didn't have the marks to be a doctor. So what did I do? I chose not one, but two healthcare careers because that's what he wanted for me. And I wound up in cancer research and then big pharma, 27 years, as you said earlier. And at rock bottom, I was ready to die. I was ready to die because I was not living my truth, because I was not being fully me, all of me. So when I was 11 years old, I saw a bunch of women singing and dancing on this amazing cabaret stage. And I said to my daddy who could sing like Pavarotti, never did anything with his voice. And I said to him, Daddy, I want to be one of them when I grow up. So you know what he says to me? My dad, who his sister was on world-class opera stages, neither of them were trained. It was pure magic. It was inbred in them. Because we're from Naples, Italy, there's a lot of artists in that culture. I was born there too. And so my aunt, she was on world-class opera stages until she got married. And her parents, my grandparents, told her, hang up your opera gown and put on an apron. Because now that you're married, you can't step foot on another stage ever again. So imagine how she felt, not being able to become fully herself, the artist she was brought here to be. My dad was much younger than her, so he saw that basically that scenario, that she wasn't allowed to be on stage, neither was he. So sadly, 13 years ago, my father died with his real music still in him. It was tragic because we never got his magic. What did I do? You heard my story. I became professional at 51. I recorded my first jazz album at Jazz Bistro, which is a world-class jazz venue. Sarah Vaughan's been there, like all the greats have been there. And I actually recorded my first jazz album there. Yeah, crazy stuff. So my son is going to have my music one day when I'm gone. I never got my dad's. So this is why I'm a huge advocate for becoming fully ourselves, for doing everything we were brought here to do. And I don't believe that as heart-centered people like ourselves, I'm neurodivergent. I don't know about you. I have a lot of tabs open and a lot of interest and a lot of talents and a lot of passions. And I believe that we need to be fully ourselves. Maybe not all at once, but we need to put that into our lives. I'm a coach. I'm an international speaker. I'm a jazz singer turned sound healer. I'm a jewelry designer. I am the founder of the Love Your Vibe transformation. This is a Wholistic SOULution, whole with a WHOL, SOULution, SOUL, for heart-centered humans to do their inner work so that they can feel and heal and reveal who they truly are, all of themselves, right? This is what we're here for. And people have said, Elvira, this is way better than therapy. This is way better than landmark education or Tony Robbins or any of the programs they've done before. Because yeah, I did all those programs. I was Catholic and did all these programs and I did therapy, but nothing worked at rock bottom. I was ready to die. I was living out of alignment. And my biggest blessing was to be bullied corporately and attract another bully socially. Because they're the ones that by hating me and shaming me and making me a laughing stock, I went to a dark place. But you know what? When you go to a dark place, either you get taken out or you rise. Guess what I chose to do? Just like you. And I rose and I said, okay, how are these people my biggest angels of evolution? This is what I learned. This is what spirit gave me at rock bottom when I was ready to die. I said, I can't live like this, either give me a way out. That's not drugs. That's not therapy. That's not any of these things. Or because my father went on drugs. Fun, interesting, not a fun fact. It's an interesting fact. He got bullied too in his 50s, Blangelica. And he couldn't deal with it because he too lived out of alignment. So he had a target on his back, just like I did. And when he had a breakdown, he was being bullied at work. He went on a strong anti-anxiety drug for the rest of his life called lorazepam. It was not pretty. And so I got to see what drugs did to my dad. I got to experience as a drug rep what drugs do to our body, and no disrespect to anybody who takes drugs for their mental health. It just wasn't an option for me. So when I hit my rock bottom, I needed a way out that was fast, that was natural. And guess what? I got it. That's what happens when you surrender. You surrender all, and the universe, spirit, source, God gives you everything you need to keep on going. And I received this beautiful modality. And when it saved my life, my marriage went from hell on earth to heaven on sorry, I'm saying that wrong, to hell on wheels to heaven on earth. And my mental health, no more panic attacks, no more depression, no more anxiety, no more bipolar. And basically I was able to have the courage to get on a jazz stage and actually start performing. I had been doing lessons for 10 years, but I never had the courage to do it because I was so attached to my ego, needing to be perfect and doing it right. Well, when I had my breakdown and my breakthrough, I realized this is in me. My dad had it. My aunt had it. It's in me too. And I need to do it so that I don't die with my real music in me. And that's what happened. I ended up needing to, sorry, the doorbell just went and now I've lost my track here. But when I hit rock bottom, I knew that I had to find a way out and become all of myself. And I got it and I applied it. I was real. I wasn't perfect. But that was what allowed me to become professional. And now I'm a multi-award winning jazz artist. I won Best Band in my city twice in the last 3 years. I've performed for the mayor of my city's 60th birthday party right before COVID hit. And that was a miracle. And I also wowed Oprah's man, Stedman Graham. If you Google Stedman Graham, Elvira Hopper, you'll see it on YouTube, me singing to him. Not just singing to him, but wowing him. And I'm telling you all of this, not to brag, because it is, it is kind of fun, hopefully a little impressive, but because I want you to see that when you get into alignment with who you truly are and have the courage to do that thing that's in you to do, you will attract magic and miracles. This is what I truly believe. To me, when I won those awards and I sang for the mayor and I wowed Oprah's man and I went to hear him speak in Chicago the next year and he remembered me, all these amazing things, it was the universe tapping me on the shoulder going, you're in alignment. Just keep going. So this is what the inner work is about. It's about becoming fully you and doing everything you were brought here to do. So that's what I'm a huge advocate for. And I'm blessed to say I have a beautiful growing global team that is sharing this with the world. When COVID hit, two amazing women stepped forward, Eleanor Hayward and Jennifer Hawkins, and they said to me, Elvira, we don't know when we're going to work again because COVID. One's a hairdresser and one's a massage therapist. And they said, your modality saved our lives too. And we believe that it's our duty to share it with the world. And I was like, oh my God, because Spirit said when it helped me at rock bottom to come out of my darkness once and for all, never had another panic attack in over 15 years, no more depression, none of that, a freaking miracle. They said, and Spirit said, it's not just for you, it's for you to share with the world. And I'm like, how the hell do I do that? Well, when COVID hit, these two amazing women stepped forward and they said, we want to create the program. So I said, have at it. And they created this beautiful 6-month program, not just using my teachings and tools, but also adding their own. So they made it even more robust and even better. So now virtually every person that goes through our 6-month program called the Love Your Vibe Transformation, they want to become facilitators. So that's how my team is growing. And I've been shown that we grow to 2,000 miracle mindset mentors globally. So the other cool thing is that they don't just facilitate my work, they also facilitate their own work on my platform, because mine is a personal evolution solution for heart-centered humans, better than anything on the planet. It is very unique. There's a lot of ways of doing inner work that I believe are kind of in-your-face, toxic masculine approaches. My approach is a divine feminine, gentle rain soaks approach, yet it is very effective. Don't let the gentle fool you, because it really, really works. So this is what I'm here for. I'm just leading this amazing group of people. I don't even facilitate this work. They do. I just do my one-on-one work with people that want to go fast and have a business and they want to, take advantage of my coaching, which is powerful, intuitive life, business, and purpose coaching. So that's what I do. So this is my life. It's not work at all. There are multiple streams of income. There's multiple verticals. None of them are work. And I truly believe that if we gave ourselves permission to be all of ourselves, we could reveal heaven on earth. That's the world that I want to live in. When everybody is fully themselves, when nobody has to take down another person because they're jealous and they have to mean girl them and make them feel less than, right? We know about that, right,
We know, we
Angelica?
know.
And we need to honor ourselves first and foremost so we can honor others. And I truly believe this statement that the Dalai Lama said quite a few years ago. He said, the world will be saved by the Western woman. And I truly believe that, but only when the Western woman has got her shit together and she's done the inner work and she will love herself. She will be her biggest fan so that she is not dependent on anybody else and she doesn't have to take down another woman because she loves herself so much. Why would she take down another woman? No other woman triggers you when you are in love with yourself, when you're loving your vibe, when you're being a miracle magnet. Right? So this is why I'm here on the planet, right? I've gone to dark places. Who am I? Literally, I was someone who was ready to die. But guess what? I wasn't meant to die. I was meant to live and be able to share this with the world. And I believe that each of us has stories inside us that can help others, right? And when we share our story, our message, and our magic with others, that we survive for a reason, we offer them hits, hope, inspiration, and tools. Hits, right? We can say to them, hey, you know what? I've been where you are, but guess what? Now I'm here. And you hold up a torch and you say, follow me. I know the way. In fact, I
Yeah.
have a shortcut, right?
Yeah.
And,
I
and
love
that's what my
that.
platform, right? That's what my
Mhm.
platform is all about. It's giving people the opportunity to help others and not have to reinvent the wheel. Because that's why I lived out of alignment as a crap magnet in big pharma for 20 years. I essentially have an informal MBA from that career, right? So I'm here to give the back end to help these light leaders be seen in the world. Their story, message, and magic is here to give others hits, hope, inspiration, and tools, right? So I'm just going to drop that right there. I'm going to drop the mic right there.
I love you.
Oh, I hope
No,
that makes
I'm done.
sense.
I'm done. Let's go. I'm on my way to Canada. Let's go celebrate.
Oh my God. When you come here, we are going to have such a blast. Or I'm going to come down. Are you in Miami, Blangelica?
No, I'm in Central Florida near Orlando, actually between Orlando and Tampa.
Oh,
In
okay, okay.
Florida.
I was just in Orlando 2 weeks
I
ago. Oh my
know I
God.
missed you by like a day or two or
That's
so.
that's
Yeah.
crazy. Oh my God. Do you know what? In Orlando, I got invited to go to Sir
Oh,
Richard
yes.
Branson's
Tell us
Necker
about
Island
that. You
next year.
told me, but the world
Yes.
needs to know.
Yes, 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 yes. So this is what happens. I truly believe when you get into alignment, when you're truly yourself, when you get into the right rooms and you share your message, the magic and miracles that can find you is astounding. So I got into a very high level room a couple of weeks ago in Orlando and I got to share my vision and I got invited to Sir Richard Branson's Necker Island event next year. I cannot believe that well, I can believe the magic and miracles that happen. And then when I got back, literally this past week, um, I met a woman who used to be the assistant to Mick Jagger of the Rolling Stones, and she also used to be a fill-in, not a full-time, a fill-in assistant for Sir Richard Branson. So this is a woman who is connected at a very high level. And I got on the phone with her and we fell in love with each other. And what happened is I got invited to Sir Elton John's post Oscar party on March 15th next year. I kid you not. And
Oh,
and right, yes, like this is the magic and miracles that happen when you're in alignment, right? So, this is my battle cry till I die is do your inner work. Get aligned, authentic, fully self-expressed. Be a miracle magnet. Don't die with your real music still in you because if we don't get your magic, it's going to be tragic. And be fully self-expressed. Do it in whatever way resonates with you. I have a beautiful platform where I have tons of people and you can come and find your ideal mentor. And if you feel like you want to have an extra stream of income, come talk to me because maybe you're someone that wants to be a mentor too. My team is growing, so this is what I'm a stand for this. I like I said, I'm going to go to my grave preaching this. We can feel heaven on earth if we can live this way. Yeah.
We can't stop, we will not stop. And I mean, when you often speak about becoming fully you, how does self-love actually play into this transformation for you?
Self-love is everything. Self-love is everything. When I met you, I could tell that you were a woman in love with yourself. Your brand, I am my biggest fan. That did not trigger me, Blangelica. But you know what? It might trigger some other women who do not love themselves, and they might see you as a threat. But guess what? I don't, because I've done the inner work, because I love myself too. So self love is the foundation of becoming fully yourself. And even if you trigger people, that's okay. Send them love and light, love them from a distance. I teach you how to do that free on my website. If you go to elvirahopper.com, I have a freebie there called The Four Circles of Personal Power. And I teach you how to love people from a distance because it's possible. You need to keep your power. You need to have an inner circle of people that love you like you love yourself. That is what I truly believe is
Well, I
possible.
mean, in reality, what happened, that brand came in not because of my ego, it was because
No, no.
it was a hashtag here actually on Facebook when I was breaking through my process. And this is coming from like 2007, 2011. This is years in the making. And
I
I
love it.
remember it was like hard moments for me. And even though that I was empowering people through my messaging, it was hashtag I am my biggest fan. Like I have never given up. And that's what I teach people, never give up. There's
Yes.
always an
Yeah.
opportunity and there's a bridge. We're crossing the bridge. If you become your biggest fan, you're never gonna fall off that damn bridge.
Exactly. Exactly. I love it. And thank you for sharing going deeper. But I guess what I was trying to refer to is I loved your brand. I didn't know this history behind it, but I loved that you love yourself and that you're your biggest fan because I think we should all be our own biggest
All
fans.
of
I
us.
am my
All
biggest
of us.
fan too. But you know what? We are going to trigger women that are
Oh yeah.
not aligned, authentic, and fully self-expressed, who do not love themselves. But guess what? We can send them love. We can love them from a safe distance. And yes, exactly. And that is what we get to do. But the more and more of us that get this, it's going to become a tipping point where this is the new normal. And people like you and I, Blangelica, we're on the front lines. We are the
Yes.
ones doing the work and we're
Always.
helping. Yes, absolutely. And I'm going to give a shout out to our dear friend who connected us. Oh my God, I'm getting a brain jam.
Charlotte
Yes, Charlotte
Arbor.
Albert. Yes,
Yes.
Charlotte Albert. A shout out to her if she watches this because she connected us and she is such a beautiful soul and she is all about somatics, doing the inner work so that we can show up authentically and it's not about sales, it's about attraction, right? When you're healed, when you're safe, when you feel safe in your body, you become this magnet for miracles. People want to find you. People want to coach with you. You wouldn't believe how many people want to coach with me right now. It's like, I can't even keep track. I've got to follow up with them, but I'm like, oh my God, this person was interested. This person was interested. Honestly, it's blowing my mind, but I know it's because I've up leveled. I've done some work. Another shout out to another great mentor of mine, Catherine Porritt. I'm part of a whole bunch of great, containers. I'm part of A Look Up Into Her Eyes, Haven. I'm part of Jonathan Carroll's the Dragonfly Nexus. So these are the rooms I'm getting into, right? And
Yeah.
shout out to Adam Gaskill who invited me to Orlando. Him and Marusha Marshall are doing some amazing things on the planet. So I really believe it's the rooms you're in. It's who you're being mentored by that helps you to be your best self and to really own your brilliance and your shine and to love yourself. And so you need to be in the right room so that you can keep elevating your brand. Oh, and I didn't mention Catherine Porritt. I'm in her program called Iconic Brand Live. And she's the woman that helped me to create a multi six-figure coaching program for high net worth individuals. So now that is why my brand has risen because my identity has risen as a
Yeah, for
coach,
sure. Yes.
right? And
And we have to stay in self-development. It's not an option if you want to continue your journey. If you want to stay in a service level, you could stay in a service level. There's no judgment with that. But
no,
in our life, it's non-negotiable. We continue to
Yeah.
grow. We go into rooms where we belong. And if and I always tell like everyone that comes into my networking events, I have been in rooms that I just didn't belong. No one fitted in my life. And why? I was probably either the smartest in the room.
Yeah.
And no, I don't want to be the smartest in the room. I
Yeah.
want I want to walk in rooms where I kind of feel not scared or intimidated. I just want to be there and and look and see and grow and then come and be part of the community again. And I did. And I went into Jess, beautiful. And I mean, and I'm in the Alpha Fem team, and I do so, and I
Yeah.
love that, and that's what we do. We do that,
Yeah.
and it's such a, it to me, it's appreciation
Yeah.
of the women that are continuing doing their job and their work and their inner work and their healing. And
Yeah.
when it comes to healing, healing can sometimes change relationships. How did
Yes.
your transformation affect your marriage and friendships?
Oh my God. Well, thank God my marriage survived because sometimes marriages don't survive. I'm going to be honest, okay? But that's okay because if the marriage was surviving because you were being inauthentic, guess what? It maybe shouldn't have survived so that you can attract someone who is attracted to your authentic self, right? Sometimes we go into relationships, we don't know who we are, and then we evolve, and then that other person doesn't see us anymore. Thankfully, I have an incredible husband, and he's my joy. But I lost two best friends of almost 40 years when I evolved. When I became a pro jazz artist at 51, they looked at me like I had three heads. I recorded my first jazz album at Jazz Bistro, as I mentioned, and one of them didn't show up for my jazz launch, my CD launch. The other one showed up and talked to my mother the whole time. You know why? Because I was triggering them. They were actually the musicians. They played instruments, but they never did anything with their music. And they may sadly die with their real music still in them. But here's their friend who wasn't even a musician, who all of a sudden has the guts to be on a world class stage and record an album live there. Like it just blew their minds. And guess what? They're not in my life anymore. I have learned to love them from a distance. I still love them. If either ever needs a kidney and wants to see if I'm a match, I'm the first one in the hospital to get checked. But that they're not in my inner circle. I do not feel seen, safe, celebrated, or supported by them. And I believe people in your inner circle need to be that for you as you are to them. And in our containers, the Love Your Vibe transformation, you get that for a whole 6 months so that you get to feel, heal, and reveal who you truly are. You're seen in a very safe, small community. 8 people and under is the total in these rooms. 8 sideways is infinity, very, very sacred. And so this is why this work is so crucially important, right? Because my best friends, they probably don't even know what the work is. They'll probably never do it in their lifetime. Or they may. I would love to see that. But maybe they'll do it in the next lifetime or the lifetime after that. But for now, I just had to be honest and be able to separate from them. And when I did, you know what that did for my business? It shot up because there was
Yes.
no, yes, there was no longer an energetic siphoning. I was no
Yes.
longer being dragged down by their judgment, by not being seen by them, by not being celebrated. And that was it. My business took off and the rest is history. So yeah.
I can relate to that. I did lose a lot of people. I recently lost another best friend, but I mean, I'm not stopping. You're more than welcome to do your inner work, and if you're ready to
Yeah.
come and join me again, I'll be here. But then you have to match me. You know, you have to come. You have to come and match us. Come here, but I'm not
Yeah.
going back. There's no
Yeah.
way. There's no
Amen.
way. We're
Amen.
not
Amen.
turning ourselves back for sure, definitely, and I could relate to that so much. And yeah, and for the ones watching live, if you're still watching live or you're watching the replay, I want you to understand it's this is part of everyone's process. Everyone goes through this, and maybe not at the same level or maybe not the same pain level because I think it's to everyone is different. But yes, it comes with pain because you grieve your friends you grieve them, and just be, I mean, I have had facilitators, people that I used to look forward to seeing them with so much judgment. Why? Because I was using spirituality based in my business, and I'm like, spirituality is your wealth. Spirituality is your birthright. Spirituality brings you to your highest form. And there's no way on earth I would have been here today living the life and the pleasure of the luxury of life if I would have never taken ownership of my spirituality within myself, my healing, my transformation, and the love that I have for me, so that I
Yeah.
could now give it to others. So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you for that. When when you transition from big pharma to becoming a jazz artist and coach, that's such, I mean, I love it. It's beautiful. I mean, I think that's what your dad would have been deeply wanted inside of
Yeah.
him, and maybe he didn't have the guts or the courage or the
Yeah.
resilience, right? But how did you trust yourself to follow that call?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, at first, there was no option. There was no not doing it. It was in me to do. Like my dad was an artist, my aunt was an artist, like performance artist, right? And this was in me. I had no choice but to do it. I'm also a professional actor and I've done dance professionally. So performance art is my thing, right? But I always did it from a place of shame. Like I used to dance professionally for our football team just outside, I live just outside Toronto. So I was a cheerleader for the Toronto Argonauts back in the day. And whenever I would go out, and I did it for 1 year, I could only do it for 1 year. It was one of my best years ever. It was so much fun. And every time I'd go to a game, and my father would see me leaving the house. I was 25. I was still living at home because Italian, you have to live at home until you get married. And I had no option. That doesn't do well for the mental health, by the way. But anyway, but so whenever I'd leave, my father would be shaming me. He'd go, "What are you going to go do? Shake your behind on that field so all the boys can look at you?" And I'm like, "Dad, talk to the hand." Because at this point, I wasn't 11 years old anymore and I could do what I wanted to do. So it was in me to do. You have no choice but to be an artist when you're an artist, right? So I had no choice. When I had the breakdown and the breakthrough, and I realized, oh my God, I'm a coach now. I can do anything I want to do. What is in me to do? And that's when I said, I'm going to go start singing. And I just started singing, and it was a miracle, all the things that happened musically to me. So for me, so that I could just
It's
show others what's
beautiful.
possible. And you know
I
what? If I met, this is a funny story I like to tell to people. If I'm at Jazz Bistro, where I recorded my first jazz album, world class jazz venue, and I sound like crap one night, you know what? Someone is meant to hear me in the audience and go, she started doing this professionally at 51. She's not even that good. I'm going to go do my thing too. If that's all I do, guess what? I've done my work, because my being an artist is wanting to activate others to connect to their art too. And this is why my highest level coaching program is called All of You. Why be part of you when you can be all of you? And so if you know ultra high net worth individuals that are at risk of dying with their real music still in them, please introduce us. I am sure they are going to love you for it, because it's going to transform their lives. Because working with a coach, it helps you to get there faster. You take inspired action, not ego action, right? You take inspired action up here. And when you take inspired action, guess what? Magic and miracles find you. Opportunities find you. I want to work with you. I want you to do this gig. Tomorrow I'm doing a sound healing gig with a world-class string quartet. It's crazy. I'm going to be doing my sound bowls while these people are playing their instruments. Like, that's insane, right? But these are the
Beautiful
opportunities,
though. It's beautiful.
right?
They'll flow while they're doing what they love, and why not?
Yeah.
There's no right or wrong of doing things. It's just, we just need more creative people in this world, and
Yes.
we have so many creative people in
And we
this world.
are
We just
all
have to
creators.
unlock you.
Yes, yes. We just have to have the courage to do it. And you have the courage, you need to have the courage to suck a little bit at the beginning. Because when I got on stages at the very beginning, I wasn't as good as I am now. But now I realize, oh my God, this is not about me. This is my service in the world. And I get out of my own effing way, as I like to say, fear and ego. and I simply channel all the songs, and whatever I sound like, I sound like. If I'm meant to sound like crap one night, someone's supposed to be inspired. If I'm meant to sound great, someone's meant to be inspired, right? So you just have to trust that the divine uses you as a channel for a purpose that's uniquely your own.
I love that. I love that. It's so beautiful talking to you. I could relate so much, and I'm so proud of you because, you know, it takes guts. It takes guts and a lot of strength and a lot of power and to overcome the fear. Because sometimes just to go through those breakthroughs and do things that you're so passionate about, it takes sometimes like a lot of like overcoming in the breakthrough. Um, how does being fully you impact the way that you serve clients?
How does, oh, well, they get all of me, like they get all the stories. They get, like, I have so many shit show stories that I survived
I
because
love that.
I had, yeah, I had to survive them because I meant to help my clients, right? Every time I go through a story, I'm like, okay, who is this story going to serve? Like, honestly, I've survived so many darknesses, right? But I'm so grateful for every single one of them. Like, especially those two people, they were my biggest dark nights of the soul, but also my biggest angels of evolution. They forced me to evolve. Like I said, by hating me and shaming me, they forced me to receive this modality that saved my life and my sanity and my marriage. How grateful am I to them, right? They're my angels of evolution. And this is what I want people to realize if they're struggling right now in their lives. Look at what's happening in your life. Are people treating you bad over here? Are people treating you bad over here? Well, who's the common denominator? You. And you brought on this behavior because of your vibration. Guess what? You can undo this behavior with your vibration. So this is what I'm here for, is to show people another way of being in the world, a way that helps them to transform from low vibrations, what I call crap magnet zone, into high vibration miracle magnet zone, because we have the power. We have the
Yes.
power to do it. Those people were my biggest angels of evolution because they forced me to look at myself. And that's how I was able to rise. And as soon as I got it, I had the aha, I had the awakening, the epiphany, whatever you want to call it. I tore the kick me sign off my back. And guess what? Those people, they stopped kicking me. In fact, yes, in fact, that dude at work, he takes me out for sushi now. The gal that, yeah, I used to be a cheerleader, and the mean girl me, mean girled me. She thinks I'm fine. She goes and bullies other people because she's a bully. That's what she does, right? So
Yeah.
those people, they don't hate me and shame me and bully me anymore. You know why? Because I've learned to not bully myself. That's
Boy,
huge.
that's a really good way of putting it because I mean sometimes you allow them because you believe you're it.
Yes, it's
Oh,
trauma that has
oh
you
my
believing.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
yeah.
yeah, that's very, very good. Oh my gosh, it's been amazing. I could continue to stay here all day, but let's see. I want to know where can people find you?
So I think the easiest way, I'm everywhere. So if you're on, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, I've got a gal that runs my Twitter for me, I'll be honest, or X as it's called now. I do a little bit on TikTok, not much. Don't judge me. But I also have a link tree that I hope you can put in the notes, the show notes. So it's alvirahopper.com/link tree. And there I have all sorts of great freebies for you. I have podcasts, I have YouTube shows, I have my giveaways. I have also my paid program. And there's also a little calendar if you want to book a 15 to 30-minute chat with me. If you feel like, oh my God, this is a woman that can help me, I'd love to see if we're fit. We can discern, we can learn and discern if we're right for each other. So I have that as well.
Perfect. And what is one thing you believe most people are too afraid to admit about healing or love?
Oh my God, Blangelica, that's a big question. What are they afraid to admit? Well, I don't know if this is going to answer it properly, but I do believe that there are lies that we tell each other, not each other, we tell ourselves
Ourselves.
as human beings. And one of them is I am not good enough. Another
Yeah.
one is I am not worthy. And another one is I am not loved. So
Oh, yeah.
these are three lies that my mentor Aluk Epidurai shared with me. Shout out to him. He's got this very cool program that he taught me these three lies. And so I feel that most people just see themselves as, oh yeah, she could do it, because she's smart or talented or whatever. No, 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 no.
No,
I'm
no, no. Yeah,
nobody
you could do
special.
it too.
Yes, I'm nobody special. Who am I? I'm literally somebody that was ready to die. But I decided to undo the conditioning, undo the trauma, undo the old stories, the old patterns. And now you get to see me shining in my light. So
For
I've done a
sure.
lot of work. I'm 63 right now, okay? I'm no spring
You
chicken.
look amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Amazing. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I wanna be like you when I grow up too.
But seriously, I believe when we do our inner work, Blangelica, we can
Yeah,
actually
we
age
glow.
backwards. I looked older when I was 30 selling lab equipment than I do today at 63 living my dreams. I truly believe that it shows on our face. Our
It
DNA
shows.
actually changes, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
not
it's
sure if I
real.
answered that properly, but that's my
No,
answer.
yo, good. There's always no right or wrong. You answer perfectly because that's reality of life.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
so many limited beliefs around and surrounding us. The problem is when you embody limited beliefs that are not
Yes.
there to be there anymore. We're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick him to the curb. It's like an old boyfriend that you don't want to have back. I mean, if you throw garbage in a black bag and you throw it, are you gonna go back to the dumpster and pick it up? Not me. And if you're my friend, I'm not gonna let you neither. It's not happening. So with that being said, if you could tell every woman listening one truth about love, the kind that heals, not the one that hurts, what would it be? Ah,
Oh, well, I'm going to go back to something I said earlier, and you talked about it too. Self-love first, and then
yeah.
receive all the other love from the world. You gotta
Yay.
love you. You gotta love
I
your
love
vibe
it.
and be a miracle magnet in my language. Yeah.
Yes, for sure, for sure. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure interviewing you.
You.
Thank you for allowing me the opportunity. I'm so blessed to have you in my network and always connecting amazing people. Everyone, if you have any questions, please connect, connect, connect. Tomorrow, by the way, today is November, what, the 6th? Tomorrow, November 7th, we will have Cafe Latte Your Love, which is your virtual coffee chat for women entrepreneurs that are ready to rise while maybe sipping some coffee, maybe sipping some tea, maybe water. We don't judge, but it's at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And what we do, well, we connect and we talk about story. We share our love, our passion. We become in that sisterhood in a non-judgmental zone, and we help you rise. And we help you with challenges and good and fun things. And we might get to dance. We don't know yet because when in my world, you never know what's going to happen, but I always have something under my sleeve to do because around me, I love to have fun. We laugh, we cry, we dance. There's always something going on. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you and every one of you. Please connect with Elvira Hopper. For the ones that don't know me, my name is Blanca Angelica Rivera. A lot of people know me by my stage name, Blangelica, and you could contact me. Yes, I dance for money now. I literally do. Like, think about it. We dance for money. And so you could contact me at www.blangelicasboutique.com and never be afraid to ask for help. We're here to help you. We have multiple amazing people. If I'm not your girl, she could be your girl. We have a lot of amazing women and men because we all are here to serve the world from a space of love. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Blangelica. Bye, guys.
Bye.